Okay, well, good morning, everybody. This is a follow-up to our drive along Siesta Key post Helene and Milton. Now we're going to do a drive along Anna Maria Island post Helene and Milton. Those were two areas that were very hard hit by the hurricane. In fact, maybe two of the hardest hit. There is one island that separates the two. Siesta Key is two islands to the south. Longboat Key, and actually I guess I should say St. Armand's as well. So this whole area, though, the Bradenton, Sarasota area and their coastal areas were really hit hard by Hurricanes Helene and Milton. And I think they were like 2 weeks apart, if I'm not mistaken, 2 or 3 weeks apart.
Very close together.
It was just like a double hit. So we're gonna look at some of the damage on Anna Maria Island today. Again, both islands are trying to pick back up and rebuild and repair, and they're open for tourism. I encourage you, if you're looking for a place to come, both of them are beautiful places, but places like this that get hit, they need tourism dollars. So a lot of businesses suffer. We've seen a lot of businesses here on Anna Maria that were here last time we were here. Some of them we ate at, some of them we were planning to eat at this time, and have not been able to because the hurricane obliterated them. So we're going to take a drive right now. We're going to start up at the north end of the island, and we're going to work our way south and just show you some of the things along the way. So go with us. Our first stop this morning is going to be the Anna Maria City Pier, and this was a really hard hit area by the last two hurricanes that came through. You would walk out there, you would fish off of that, and there was also a little bait shop and a cafe. Here's a little bit of the history of the pier. This pier has been destroyed before by hurricanes. Into this, it has been damaged by storms 4 different times: 1918, 1935, 1974, and 1988. And each time it's been restored to its approximate original form. But look at what happened in 2024. Now in the distance out there, you can see the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, which links Manatee County with Hillsborough, or I'm sorry, Pinellas County, Florida, and St. Petersburg. And in fact, you can actually see downtown St. Petersburg. And as bad as this damage is, what we're about to show you next is even worse.
Okay, so how many of you guys remember our review of the Rod and Reel Pier? We had breakfast here
2 years ago.
2 years ago. So it's similar to the Anna Maria City Pier, where you walked out on a pier to the restaurant. And so it's very similar. And we had breakfast out there one morning and enjoyed the view.
And we were going to come back the next time we were at Anna Maria Island.
We had planned on, because they had a garlic grouper on their menu that sounded really good. The breakfast was really good. We were going to do that for supper, but I wanted to come back because I had the best seafood omelet ever. I had a shrimp scallop seafood omelet with feta cheese, and I could have eaten 3 of those. Yeah.
Folks, that is what is left of the Rod and Reel Pier Cafe. You can see the pier was utterly devastated. The cafe is completely gone. And what happened with it was Hurricane Helene did a lot of damage. It knocked out a lot of the pier, and when Hurricane Milton came through a few weeks later, it totally obliterated the building altogether. But we did actually have breakfast there 2 years ago this month. And that building is completely gone. But the good news is they will be back. And that is what it looked like before. Great, great breakfast place. I can't wait till they come back. We're going to make it a point to come back when they're reopened again. So we're going south from Bean Point now. Mainly all I'm seeing here is a lot of sand.
Yeah, thankfully not too much damage to any homes or anything.
But there are some homes that were damaged, especially down at the southern end of the island.
Yeah.
And we are making our way down there.
That tree right there.
Oh wow. What are they doing? Why do they have those things tied to it?
Oh, I don't know. I just saw the bottom of it. I didn't see anything else.
Okay, so we are now back at the section of the island where we are staying. So we're going to drive on down to the south end by Cina Beach. That's where we noticed some really intense destruction of homes in that area.
The sand accumulation is much worse down here.
Yeah, you can see that just driving along. This is not what it used to look like. So right up here is the 684 bridge. That's the south entrance back over to the mainland, the exit from the island. There are only two ways onto the island, and that's the north bridge and then the south one. So now we're getting down towards the south end near Bridge Street and Cina Beach area. So right here, this whole area right here of beach parking is closed off. This is Cortez Beach. Can't even really park there. You can park down at the south end right at Cina though, but that's it.
Yeah, at the very end.
especially over here on the left side. I hope this camera's catching it. We will come back up and I'll have the camcorder out the window, but you can just see a lot of damage through here. Look at this yellow house.
That's so sad. It's completely knocked over.
Wow. So this is actually the only beach parking lot down here that you can get in. It's the one right here at the bottom part of Coquina. My, that was something else, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, just wanted to show y'all a little bit of that. I'm thankful to see the progress these areas are making, but there seems to be a long way to go. And I think Siesta Key has probably come a little further maybe than Anna Maria has. Maybe they were hit harder here.
Yeah, and the worst part's kind of like right here in this area where we're staying at. There's a lot more sand everywhere and a lot more places that are boarded up and shut down, and the homes are so sad. Like
she mentioned at one point, right after it happened, it had washed several feet of sand over the road. It honestly looked like a snowstorm it hit here, a blizzard. But they have done a good job of getting the roads cleared. But as you can see, a lot of homes and businesses are still not back. Many of them are. So the ones that are
need our support.
Yes, absolutely. And just continue to remember these people. Remember the people in western North Carolina, East Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, North Georgia, all the areas that have been affected by storms in the last several months. One thing here, the climate's a little better, but when you talk about the mountains of North Carolina, where the winters are cold and it snows a lot, and you think about people that lost their homes.
Living in a tent, I can't imagine.
Yeah. So they need our continued prayers. But anyway, I know this isn't anything like some of the videos that if you watched any of them right after the hurricanes hit, like we did, it was people were walking through knee-deep and waist-deep water over the roads.
Yeah.
But anyway, just wanted y'all to see this. So anyway, thank y'all for watching.